All right, we're going to look at this equation and answer several of the questions in this section below. So we're going to use the quadratic formula first to find the roots of this parabola. So I'm going to say 0 equals 2x squared minus 8x minus 24. And we can use these as our a, b, and c, or if you recognize that there's a common factor of 2, we can divide all of these by 2 so that we're dealing with somewhat smaller numbers. So in this case, I would be using a equals 1, b equals negative 4, and c equals negative 12. So if I were to use the quadratic formula with these values, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c divided by 2a. So this would be positive 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 plus 48 divided by 2 equals 4 plus or minus the square root of 64 divided by 2. I have a nice perfect square right here that I can simplify. This would give us 4 plus 8 divided by 2, or 4 minus 8 divided by 2. So if I simplify this one, 12 divided by 2 is 6. So 6, 0 is one of my x-intercepts. 4 minus 8 divided by 2 is negative 4 divided by 2, which is negative 2, comma 0. So I now know my x-intercepts are at positive 6 and negative 2. Given the roots, what do you know about the location of the vertex? So I'm going to do just a quick sketch of what this would look like. Positive 6 and negative 2. I know that my vertex will always be halfway between these. Or, in other words, the x value of my vertex is the average of the roots. So I can determine the x value of the vertex by taking the average of positive 6 and negative 2. When we average two numbers, we're just simply adding them together and dividing by 2. So that would be 4 divided by 2, which is 2. That is the h of the vertex. I still need to find the y value of the vertex, but since I have an equation here, I can plug it into the original equation, the 2 that I got right here. If I plug into the equation, I get 2 times x squared minus 8x minus 24. This would be 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 16 is negative 8. Minus 24 is negative 32. Now in graphing form, y equals, I want to write an equation in graphing form. That's a x minus h squared plus k. A will be the same as it was originally. A equals 2. X minus h would be x minus 2 squared plus k is negative 32. Now, you may have done number 8 in class, deriving the formula for the vertex without having to calculate the roots first. So I'm going to give you the formula on number 9. X equals negative b over 2a, or you could think of it as h equals negative b over 2a. This gives you the x value of the vertex. So it says show that your formula gives you the x coordinate of the vertex that you found in number 6. So let's use this formula. I know a from the original problem is equal to 2, and b is equal to negative 8. So if I'm calculating the x value of the vertex, I would do negative b over 2a. 8 divided by 4 equals 2. So we got the same answer using the formula as we did by taking the average of the two roots that we had gotten using the quadratic formula. This is a quicker way of doing it without having to find the roots first.